Welcome to another episode of Jeremiah's Gonna Die, where last episode, Jeremiah actually died. Twice? I think just twice. Even that's not terribly usual. Uh, again, those of you who caught my stream when I was streaming some of my random Minecraft stuff, I've often in that similar situation died multiple times in a row. But hey, at least this series finally lived up to its name. My wife and I have been joking about that. By the way, if you guys haven't caught it yet, um, Angry Hobbit and I are doing a Path of Exile run through. We just started, just did the last episode, just did the first episode. Was that actually yesterday? I guess it was yesterday, right before I did an episode of this. So if you want to catch that, check us out there. Anyway, come back to Jeremiah's Gonna Die. I managed to finally dig my way up. I can't tell you how I got out because I stumbled around and finally found my way. I went in circles. I must have gone in circles for 20 minutes before I finally found a way out. So, enough of that mess. What I've done in the interim, I did accomplish a few things because we lost a ton of stuff in that. I had all my best gear on. Still got my armor. So we got the armor back. It's kind of beaten up now, and we did get our sword back. We lost our diamond pick that we had made. Lost, I don't even know what other gear, but we lost all of the ore we gathered. And here's the kicker: that ore's gone now. Obviously, we've done all the easy stuff in those caves, and I'm not going back into those caves. That is a mess. So let me just show you real quickly what I've done in the meantime. Did go back to the other base, pulled the old stash base I had, and pulled a bunch of stuff from there. So we've got some barrels up here with some stuff in them. That one's actually blank. You can see the label's blank. But we've got some stuff in here. Did I show up the same one twice? That's interesting. I've got one set of armor under items and the other one under tools. I apparently, when I was sorting these, have no idea. Now, these barrels are a little small, so I'll actually install more barrels. They'll go all the way across probably, and we'll subdivide things out more. But got our wood up here and some rock stuff here. We do have a few interesting things left. We did manage to salvage a little bit. We've got our plants and food down here. In our inventory, we have a little bit of iron. In fact, we've got more iron than I thought because I had actually left some smelting in the furnace down there. So ended up with a little bit more iron than we thought. So we're kind of okay. I'm still bummed about losing all that because we actually had a fair amount, a fair few diamonds. We had, I don't know, 4 or 5 emeralds there at least, and we had just a ton of iron and a fair amount of gold and a lot of coal. We're kind of scrimping on everything. In fact, we also had the largest part of our food with us when we died. Um, Lost some of it the first death, the rest of it the second death. So what I did in the interim is I ran around, I killed every stray creature that I felt I could kill. So we've gotten a little bit of food. It wasn't a whole lot, but I also had a bow left. So um, actually, no, didn't have a bow left. I waited around every evening, waited for things to spawn. So I just stayed online for about an hour doing this earlier today. Go to sleep, wait for the sun to come up, and would go watch the skeletons die, collect all their arrows, and if there were spiders out there, I would go and kill the spiders and got some string, so now I have a bow. Um, I always wanted to do this. Zine does this a lot. Talks to the camera this way. So I'll talk to the camera this way. I can't do anything while I'm talking this way because I can't see what I'm doing. Anyway, by the way, guys, I should show you this. Hang on a second. Let's take this off. I actually got my custom skin. I've been meaning to do that for a while. This is my custom skin. That looks a little bit like me. Um, it's a very Minecraft version of me. I quite like it. So anyway, got my custom skin there. When I showed this view, I saw my glasses and realized I hadn't shown you guys that. So anyway, uh, did that. Also have, let me get back to this so I can walk around and show you stuff. I'm going to sleep real quick. I did, the wheat matured, so I harvested the wheat and put out a little bit more, and it's almost ready to harvest again. As you can see, while I was out wandering around, I found some sugar cane, so I brought that. Going to need that to make books later. Um, let's see. I have bred the animals a bit, so we've got a few more head of cattle, a few more chickens. I see those spiders um, keep showing up over there. I need to grab more of those eggs. So I would just come over here and taunt me a spider and get some string like that. That's basically what I've been doing. So we've gotten gear a little bit more in order, but I am not going back down there. And frankly, I want to go mining, but I'm not up for the mining down there yet. I do want to show you what we're going to do real quick, and then we're going to go do something different because there are a couple of caves around here that look to be smaller. They're certainly closer to the surface, and that should make them a little bit safer. So I'm thinking we'll do that. One of the things I want to do is I want to take all of this out. I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see that. I want to take all of this out. All of these are safety stops. So if I fall off the ladder, I only fall, 5 or 10 blocks. I want to take all of those out and put a puddle of water down here. Just a much faster way to get down. So I looked around a bit. I came down here, down to the... Oh, get back in there. Came down to this level. I told you guys this is the mining level. And of course, I know that way gets me in trouble. I just looked around a little bit, mined this out a little bit to see where this would go. And it takes me right back into caves. So, what I'm thinking here is... Oh, don't jump in the lava. Wow. Jeremiah just almost died right there. So what I'm actually thinking is we might mine in that direction. That seems to be the only direction we haven't been in. We know that way heads back into the caves. We've seen that goes into the caves. We know there are caves right over there. So I'm thinking when we go back to mining, we're just going to mine down here at this level. So I'm standing on 10 here, so that puts 12 at eye level, prime level for diamonds. I'm going to head on up. I'll talk while we're heading back up. But I think that's what we're going to do. Is just in my other world where I've been testing some stuff out, I made a really long tunnel. And it turned out to be a really good way to do some mining. It was less cumbersome than trying to do a mining grid. And I can always build a mining grid off it later. But I think I'm just going to do a really long tunnel in that direction, and whatever we run into, we'll throw up doors or whatever to block it off, to keep the tunnel safe, make a really long tunnel, and we'll get a bunch of stuff that way, and then we'll have a bunch of separate areas that hopefully aren't big interconnected that we can work with. So I'll do the long tunnel and sections, and when I hit something that looks interesting, I'll pause there, and I'll probably do some of the tunnel on camera unless it gets really boring. But for now, I'm thinking we've got this cave over here, and I'm hoping it's not too extensive. That's what this pillar here was marking. So I'm thinking maybe we go give this a shot today and see where it goes. I mean, it could go nowhere. It could be enormous. I really don't know, but I don't think it can be worse. I should have dropped that string off. Oh well. I'm gonna throw that over there. I don't think it can be worse than what we've just been through, so but I do think we're going to have to work our way down here. It does not look like there's a good path. Let's put some light on this, see what we got. Yeah, that's like straight down. So what I'm thinking is, I've got a method I've used before to make sort of spiral staircase thing going on. Oh, look, there's some coal right there. We're not really out of coal. We did have some blocks of coal at the other base, but not enough coal that I feel really good about it. So what I'm actually thinking is when I do I'll go ahead and keep talking while I'm building my stairs down here. What I'm thinking is when I build the long tunnel is I'll only stop to mine iron and diamonds and stuff like that, lapis and redstone, and coal get to be too plentiful for the uses I've got for them. So I'm thinking I'll just mine. Wait, might just turn. Okay, a little bit of a lag there. I'm getting drop frames, and I'm on the good network today. I don't know what's going on here. Hope this isn't awful. I haven't been watching what the stream looks like. Disappointed by that. I need to check and see what's going on with. Maybe it's something on my computer. I thought it was the network, but hang on a second, guys. I'm going to hop over and just make sure I'm still on the right network. Oh, it jumped networks. Okay, guys, hang loose. I am going to try to change real quick here. I don't know how I got on that network. That would explain it. This is probably going to boot me off. If it does, I'll